Alright, good day to everyone there, and today we'll be having our first tutorial on how to make designs on Corel Draw. And today we'll be making design on a simple flyer, simple flyer. I'll be making it very simple for you today, so you can understand. This is the flyer we're working with today. This flyer was made by me some months ago, about let's say 4 months ago, and let's move together. Alright, what I do is I have to drag this file into the Corel interface so I can be able to work with it as I teach. Actually, your Corel version might be different from the one I'm using, but don't worry, just relax, it's the same thing. Probably you are using Nexus, everything is just there, it's just the same. It's just that there might be some updates that have been added to it. So let's get started now. And the first thing we need to talk about is first the picture. Now, looking at this design, we need to select out what we need to get out of it. First, we need to draw a rectangle. This rectangle you see here, we need to draw it. And to draw, you need to click on the rectangle tool by here, which is this. You left click on it and come here to draw your rectangle as long as possible. Once done, you click on the home selector. We need to draw that triangle for this curve which you are seeing here. There's a need for us to draw a triangle, rectangle. We're also going to go back to the same rectangle to click on it and draw a small rectangle. Now, if you notice, these rectangles are curved at the edges. They are curved at the edges here. So what we need to do is for us to click on to make this surface curve, this edge is curved. We just need to click on the second tool called the shape tool. You can see the shape tool. Then you click on either these four edges, 1, 2, 3, 4, any of the four. You click on it, you left click on it, you pin it down, and you drag it together. Once you drag it together, we have a formed curve. Now once this is done, we need to actually align it to we need to rotate it downward to match with the way this is. Now for us to do that, we need to just single click on the center of the shape. Once we click, we have an appearance of this. Then you place your cursor, you left click on one of them, then you drag it either up or down depending on the kind of rotation you want. Now this rotation is actually at 37.02 degree. You can decide to give your rotation here once you know your value. I can decide to edit it here and give it like, let's say 52. I press enter. You see it has changed. But to go back to the previous rotation, just press Ctrl Z. Anytime you make a mistake and you feel like going back to your previous command, just type in Ctrl Z. And once you discover you need to go forward, you press Ctrl Shift and Z. That's to go back to the front. Now this Ctrl Shift Z and back to the front. Now Ctrl Z back to the back. Yeah, thank you. Now we need to drag this and bring it here, but now you see smaller than what we actually need for the space. So you actually need to drag. So it's going to be very big. We're going to enlarge it. So once this is done, we have this then we can make it come up a bit. Yeah, we have this now. Then we go to get our picture, because once you look at this rectangle now, it's looking like this. All I did was just the rotation. Then we need to get the picture that we're going to put into it. Though we have the picture of a girl with a brush or with a comb, trying to bring down the hair. Now for this tutorial, I'm going to just get another picture entirely. Might not be able to get the picture because this is a new system. I changed my system, so I don't really have most of my documents here again. I have most of my picture again here, so I go on there to look for picture to work with. And okay, let's assume this is what we got. Okay, let's assume this is what we get. So we have a picture. Actually, to bring picture into the Corel environment, don't forget, once you open your folder and you've gotten the picture you want to use, you just left click, pen it down, left click and drag and release. Once you release, it appears here. So you have it here, then you can bring it over here. Then there is warning that I have to give to you all, for those who are watching this tutorial video. When you are trying to enlarge a picture, don't try enlarging from the left, because it's going to left, right, up or down, because it's going to actually distort the image. It's going to damage the quality and the arrangement of the image. So what you need to do, I press Ctrl Z to go back to the way it was before. You only need to drag from either here, 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 or here. So it keeps the way the image is and prevents it from being mistransformed. So please take notes, don't drag your image from here, but please drag from here. Any questions and suggestions are entertained. I'll probably make videos on questions that come in so you can understand them more. Actually, this is my first tutorial video, so don't be angry with me. I might not be that good teaching this kind of thing. So yes, once we have the picture, now our purpose now is to get this picture into the rectangle that we formed. So what we do is we bring it here. We bring the rectangle. For the rectangle now is covering, the picture is covering the rectangle we have drawn. So for us to do that, we need to actually bring layers either at the back of the rectangle or at the back. So there are commands for us doing this, and that is the command of, you have to just right click. Once you right click, you go to order. Order means your arrangement, which one will be at the front, which one will be at the back. Now you go to order. Once you go to order, we have to back of the page, meaning go into the back. We have to the back of layer, we have back one, then we have in behind, in front of, and we have behind. So I click behind, so you can tell me that taller is behind Ayo, meaning I am taller and this is Ayo, that means I'm behind of Ayo. So now I want this picture to be behind the rectangle. So this picture is behind the rectangle, this picture is behind this rectangle. So what I do is I go to order and put behind what, then I click on the line of the rectangle. So now it's at the back. I can see the line now passing at the front. So once that is done, you right click on the same picture now, because our major purpose is to bring this picture down into this rectangle. So you right click on the picture and click on power clip, because power clip is meant to enclose a picture in a particular object, in a particular shape. So you left click on the power clip. Once you are done with that, then you click on the line of this rectangle. That rectangle, you click on the line. So I've clicked on the line and this is it now. Now it has been power clipped into the rectangle. Now, but at the end of everything, though, our major concept is everything we are going to do must not exceed this main rectangle that we have formed. This is main rectangle. I don't know why I'm saying triangle. Maybe I'm used to triangle. I don't know why. But actually, everything I meant to say is rectangle and triangle. So if you have heard me saying triangle, sorry, that was a mistake. So everything we are going to do must not pass this box, this main rectangle box. So for us to do that now, since we have gotten the picture that we need to put into this rectangle, now we need to do a process called cropping. And when we say cropping, what do? We click on the rectangle because we want it to conform with this other rectangle. We want this to conform with this rectangle. Then we click on the crop tool. You can see this is the crop tool. This is the crop tool. You left click on it. Once you left click on it, you can pick it from anywhere, though, but I suggest you pick it from the edges so you won't make a mistake. Then you drag, you left click and you drag to the other edge, of the rectangle. Then you press enter. Once you press enter, we have it now in this. We have the whole picture embedded in the main rectangle. So now we have other rectangles, meaning whatsoever we've done here, we are going to repeat it here. Now keep in mind the what they call it, the angle of rotation we used 37.002, yeah, 37.002, because when you are going to create the next rectangle, it needs to follow the same angle that's been started with. So we create another rectangle, then we go back. Don't forget our shape tool to make these edges curve. So you go there and you drag. Once that is done, you come back here. Then I will need to make it come to this angle. Instead of us dragging it, since we've known the angle this was formed, we just come to this box and we delete. I will type the angle 32.002. Once we have it, we have the angle formed. So we make the rectangle a bit bigger. Then we bring it down to this place. Let me be sure so we don't make, yeah. So you bring it closer. It does not look like 32.2 though. So bring it closer to it, and once that is done, we drag it closer to it, because you can see that the distance between this and this is very close. Then I must actually bring something into your mind now before, yeah, I think I will explain that to you as we move on. So once we are done with this, now we are not filling this with picture. If you notice, we are filling this with color. We filled the first rectangle with picture, but the second rectangle will be filled with color. And now this is a blue color, so let's probably pick this. Is the closest to it, so let's just pick this. Not really, it's not that close. It's not that close to it, but we'll manage this picture for now. Yeah, so this is the color we are giving it. But if it will never give you a cheat code to getting the exact color you get on a particular design that you love. If you like it is a color on a design and you want to really implement it without stressing yourself looking for the color, the best thing I advise you to do is like this. Okay, for example, Paul loves this light blue color. What I do is I right click on the outline color. The outline means this black lines that are moving around. These black lines you are looking at are called outlines. So I right click the outline color, then I click on this color eyedropper, I left click on it, then I come to press this. Once that is done, I have the color here already. So I click on it now and I click my color. I click on this rectangle and I click my color. So you can see I have the color now. But the outline here is giving me problems such that it's spoiling the color combination. Now what you do is for you to remove this outline, you click on the picture, then you come to this empty box and you right click. I come again. To remove this black outline, you click on the picture and come to the empty box here. Any of the two, you can come to anywhere here and you right click. But if you do that, it will come with another color. So the best thing to do is come to the empty box and right click. So we are done with that, and we have another smaller one here. So to prevent you stressing yourself, all you just need to do is, if you still wish to draw another rectangle, you can just click on the previous rectangle done and click Ctrl C meaning to copy and Ctrl V meaning to paste it. So once you paste, you have an exact copy of what you've done. Then you can now decide to reduce the size, because absolutely this is smaller than this. So we have it here. So once we have this here now, then the color combination needs to, don't bother yourself about it going out of the line, because I told you initially that every work we are going to do must not pass out of the line. Don't worry, we are going to recrop again to keep this to inside this rectangle. So we have another color here. As I explained to you, to get your color again, you just left click on the outline color, then you click on the color eyedropper then you click on the color here. I love the color, so I clicked on it, and now I have it down here. So all you do is just click on the object, then click on the color, so you have it there. Now we have we have all the necessary shapes that we need are already inside the design. So all we just need to do now is to crop the whole design together. So the first thing you do is to drag, is to highlight audio design, such that to do what I just did now. I highlighted audio designs. You click on the empty space, and you are seeing you are putting everything in a scalar cycle. But to do this, you have to press down your left button and drag. So once you drag, everything becomes highlighted. Now, so you can now go to the crop tool, then you click on the edge, also call the node, then you drag to the other node. Then once you are done with this, you press your enter key. Then we have everything basically in this box, the rectangular box. Don't be deceived, this is the scale, not the real rectangle. This is the real rectangle we are working with. So once this is done, now you need to start filling your text in. Like, you click on your text, you look for the suitable text that looks the suitable fonts that you love. Like, okay, now it wrote what I was writing there was looking for a reliable stylist with a question mark. So you Control A, and once you're done with typing, you click on, don't forget this is where the typing tool is. You click it and click here and type what you want to type. This is the font bar where you change your font. If you are conversant with your Word document, you know that once you type and you control highlight everything, you come over to the font bar to change your fonts. So once you click on the font, sorry, the font is taking time to load, and as the font is loading, though, my system is slowed down. So we still have some other things today, just this line, which I'm going to explain to you how you are going to fix that. And I think that will be all for this design. Yeah, and it's out now, so let me use this for it. So we have this now, and as I said earlier, don't drag from here or here or at this side or at this side, because it will destroy the shape. So what you do is you either drag from here, from here, from here, or from here. So you drag this over here. Now this is it, and put it, though it's still bigger, it's bigger than the design, so you try and reduce the picture. Now you need to give it the color that will make it come out of that background. Now I used white here. Now let's try and see if white will work. Yeah, white worked. Now I blended my picture by just putting this, changing this A to a blue color from white color. All you need to do is click back your text and edit this text. Then you highlight the A only and look for this color, because I'm blending this color with this color with this color. Then you click on it here. So now I have a light blue colored A. Now this is done. If you notice something about the design, there's a gap between the design and this looks too close to each other. Now to create a gap between these two, using this text between each line, what you need to do is to click on the shape tool that we used in making the curves. Once you click on it, now we are not making curves for text, we have some drawing cursors here, and they are meant for creating space. So this one that goes to the right is used for creating space, so we don't need that. The one we need is the one going down, creating space. Then we press it and drag it down. Now we have enough space. That's it. Then we have Ghana weaving and so on and so forth. Yeah, we have Ghana weaving, you write them. Ghana weaving. We have the tight braids. We have crochet. We have the braid wig. So all these are written now. So we control light and get it a very good font. So probably I won't be using this font for it. For this lesson, we are still going to use Bridgeon. Now, since the rectangle we'll be placing it in is an angle 30, then an angle 32.02. You don't need to stress yourself, you just need to enlarge it. Once you are done with enlarging, don't forget I told you enlarge and here, not at the sides. So once you are done with enlarging, you click on the center again to bring out the curve for rotation, because every shape, every picture has a curve for rotation. So you just have to click on it the second time to bring it out. So you click on any of the angles, then you drag up to your desired taste. And once you are done with that, you push it, you transform and you push it to wherever you want it to stay in the design. In this design, I colored it white. You can decide to leave it black, but if you wish to use white too, you can come here and just click white to give the color white color. Now we have the baby braids here. You can just put MOU. You just put MOU. MOU is a content bell. MOU. It's using the same color again, and MOU. So this is MOU. Now, so once you're done with this, now discover that there were some lines going through the picture. Yeah, to create these lines, it's very simple. All you need to do is to come to this bar. Actually, normally the bar should be like this. You see this cursor here, so you left click on this drop down and you see that drop down, you click on the 2-point line. Once you click on the 2-point line, you press down the cursor and you drag, but don't release until the line is straight. Once it's straight, you relieve and it forms a very straight line, but the line looks very thin compared to this. So what you do to make it bolder is to come to this place. It's called the line thickness outline width. So you click on it, then you look for your preferred outline length. You see, it can be as big as possible. So let's pick 2.0 or let's pick 2.5 for now. So we are using 2.5. Now the outline has a different color, so what you do is you drag it to where you want it to stay, but now it's having a different color. Then bring that to paint. To change the color of an outline is different from you changing the color of a text or an object, but an outline it's different entirely. To do that, you need to click on the color and you need to drag the color down to where the outline is until you see that there's a rectangle formed. Now there's no rectangle formed at this moment. Now there's a rectangle formed. Now watch closely. There's rectangle formed now. Once it touches the outline, then you release. It's been painted. Then you drag it and bring straight down. Yeah. If you still don't understand anything, call my attention on WhatsApp, on Facebook, and on YouTube. I'll be ready to make another video to explain points. Thank you. So now, since we have this line, there's no point we creating another line from this place. We just click on it. We control copy. I will control V. That's copy and paste. Then we drag it out with the down button on the keyboard to form the line. That was all we did about it. Don't forget, when we do the final cropping, these extensions here will get out. So we have other writings there. We have since we are using MOU offers MOU offers big time job for people. Let's put it that way. So all I did is just to control it and I bring it here, then I make it. It's just another text depending on what you want. So I think I've broken something out here. So we have this. Then you can change the font to, let's just give it Comic Sans font, though the font does not look too nice. Let's get a very good font. Okay, let's agree with this font. So once you have this is it. You discover that the baby braid is carrying the color of this. So what you do, don't forget I told you click on edit and I like MOU only. Then you look for the color and you paint it. It's been painted with color. Here we have another line with blue color, so you can set just to, if you feel like drawing the 2-point line, you can still do more. Don't forget you click on, you press down the left cursor and you drag, but make sure you have a very good straight line before you release the cursor. So once you have a straight line, you release. So now I have the straight line, so you bring it here with the way it's arranged, but the size is smaller than, so you just need to come to your outline and you make it bigger. This is too big. I think 4 it should be okay. No, 4 is still too big. 3 is okay. Yeah, we got 3. So we have that. Then you can now drag to make it. You can drag your outlines actually from every angle. You can drag outlines like the straight line outlines from every angle. It does not disturb anything. Everywhere you drag it still means the same thing. So that's how we come, and this is how we make a design that looks like this. So join me another time for another tutorial. For I'll be needing your questions, your suggestions, whatever thing you don't understand. Feel free to chat me up online, on Facebook, on WhatsApp, and on Instagram, probably on YouTube. I'll be ready to make another video. Thank you so much.